Here are 3 TikTok videos worthy of reactions.
These 12 sentences about personal finance taught me more than my $80,000 business degree. And number 12 is the most important one. Like it or not, who you choose as your spouse is a financial decision as well as an emotional one. Choose wisely. Prioritize having a 3-month emergency fund. Unexpected expenses will arise. Don't get caught with your pants down. After the emergency fund, prioritize paying off high interest debt. You're not going to outinvest a 20% interest rate that you have on a credit card.
So far, I'm loving it, and number 2 and 3 are tracking right along with our roadmap to financial success.
Have a budget. A good basic framework is 50% needs, 30% wants, 20% savings and investments. Invest your money. You will work until you die if you don't. Low-cost index funds are a good way to do this. If you borrow money for college, make sure it's for a high-paying career path so you're at least able to pay the loan back. Prioritize your health. Exercise, eat healthy. A healthy person has a million wishes. A sick person only has one. Saving $5 on coffee.
I don't think I've ever heard that quote. I like that a lot. It sounds like a proverb of somewhere. I'm going to have to look up where that came from later.
Coffee isn't going to make you rich. Saving money on the bigger decisions, the ones that end in zeros, like your home or your vehicle, will go much further.
Oh, amen. I cannot tell you how many times I've seen these influencers saying, well, if you just cut out, everyone talks about avocado toast and, saving $5 on a Starbucks coffee. Yes, those small things add up, but they're at their core small things. A lot of people step over dollars to try to pick up pennies, and you want to be focusing on the biggest bang for your buck when you're making these financial decisions.
Live below your means. 64% of people live paycheck to paycheck, but you don't have to be one of them. Learn from the ones that did it before you. Read books, listen to podcasts. More learning, less Netflix. Automate your finances, bills, savings, investments. This is going to make your life a lot easier. Finally, trying to get rich quickly is how a lot of people end up broke.
I love that. Learn from those around you. Go ahead and subscribe to this channel. This is going to provide you some of this content that is going to be digestible, something that you can use today, right now. And all these get rich quick schemes. I mean, I've seen people that have made life-changing decisions for better and for worse just from exposure to some of the information on the internet. And this is something where keeping simple, straightforward solutions to some of these big life money questions is at the core of what we're doing and why we're doing it. And so here at Dad's Wallet, you're going to see a lot of these kind of, these, it sounds redundant, stay out of debt. Don't try to get rich quick, and don't try to make these big money moves in a way that's going to have outsized risks for small returns. And so I see, I had a conversation with someone this week who their investment strategy was simply invest in what you know. So they started investing in these huge multi-billion-dollar multinational conglomerate companies, thinking, well, I understand, I'm in this industry, so I understand everything about what this company's about. And that's just not the case. And so sometimes, 95% of those people are going to end up losing money comparing to an index fund. And frankly, he'd probably be better off just going and playing at the blackjack tables. He's got better odds there than he does actually trying to pick individual investments and trying to get rich in a short time frame. So this is one of those situations where, taking in this information and really making it your own is going to really, propel you into your future financial health.
I'm 23 and finally feel like I'm getting my financial shit together, so here's 5 financial things I wish I did sooner in my 20s. Last time I did this, somebody came for me because I'm only 23, so I'm still early in my 20s, but I just want to help people who are younger, so please don't come for me.
Younger than 23. God, I feel so old now.
I get it. I'm still young. Number 1, get a high yield savings account. Put this very simply, high yield savings account is essentially just allows you to make money off of the savings that you have in your account.
Oh, especially these days with rates as high as they are, if you don't have a high yield savings account, you could be going online and in less than an hour opening an account, transferring money into it, and start generating, I've seen anywhere from 2.5% to 3.5%, which may not seem like a lot when you're aiming for 10, 20, 30, 40, 50% gains, especially if you're thinking like you're going to be only investing in things like what you've experienced in the real estate market recently. But these high yield savings accounts, they're a great place to be in right now, especially if you're accumulating wealth and you having a war chest getting ready to deploy into investing in yourself, investing in markets, investing in your future.
There's literally no reason that you shouldn't have one. I have Ally Bank and I love them. They currently have a 1.25 APY. Number 2, using cashback apps. Why wasn't I doing it? Gas is so freaking expensive right now. Okay, so use the app Upside, you'll get cashback on your gas. I've made like $50 so far, which I think is pretty good because it takes literally no effort at all to use. Number 3 is getting a credit card that I actually like and one that's going to give me rewards I actually want. My first credit card was a Discover It, and I like them, but the rewards are underwhelming. I now have a Chase Sapphire Preferred, and I love the rewards already. I need a part 2.
Speaking about underwhelming, I mean, the Chase Sapphire Preferred rewards, we're talking about like a penny on a dollar and rewards as far as value goes. Maybe if you're using the travel portal, if you're 23 like her and you have a great income and you're expecting to do a lot of traveling, there's, those rewards can accumulate. If you own a business and you're seeing yourself doing a lot of those things, then maybe it's worthwhile for you. But the trap is so many people that are living paycheck to paycheck thinking a credit card is going to be a solution to their problem. And a lot of times it's an income side issue that you need to be investing in yourself to be able to earn more so that you'll have more dollars to put to work for you. And that value is going to compound over time. But these little rewards, and they are little, we're talking about a 1% difference, is not going to move the needle. If I was thinking about 5 financial things in my 20s, this is not the top 5 that I would be considering. The number one thing that you should be doing, in my opinion, if you're in your 20s, is investing in yourself, in your earning ability, because your income is going to be the greatest driver for your financial health for the rest of your life.
Content creators are wrestling with these difficult questions of the sort of weird meta like hellscape that it is to be online. It's weird and it's complicated, and the kids know it and they sense it. They're coming for every second of your life. That's what these companies are coming to. This company as well. And it's not because anyone is bad. It's not because anyone in this company has evil plans or is trying to do this. They're not even doing it consciously. It's because these companies like Twitter and YouTube and Instagram and everything, they went public and they went to shareholders. So they have to grow. Their entire models are based off of growth. They cannot stay stagnant. Twitter grossed $4-5 billion last year. It is in the red. It is unprofitable. It has to get more of you. No matter how nice it's trying to be, it is all that they're trying to get more engagement from you. We used to colonize land. That was the thing you could expand into, and that's where money was to be made. We colonized the entire earth. There was no other place for the businesses and capitalism to expand into, and then they realized human attention, that they are now trying to colonize every minute of your life. That is what these people are trying to do. Every single free moment you have is a moment you could be looking at your phone and they could be gathering information to target ads at you. That's what's happening. So like, as much as we can, have really good conversations and try to humanize the conversations, the mechanism of the business is rolling towards that just because of the market. So it's coming. It's coming for every free second you have. And that's dark. That's really, really dark and scary. And for someone like me, I grew up a little bit on the internet. And I've felt the repercussions of it. I suffer from anxiety. So I know where it leads. And I'm saying, you don't want this. Trust me. You're not going to feel good about yourself. And you know it. The kids know it. The whole joke on the internet is everyone's like, this place sucks, right? I mean, that's kind of the thing. That's why their memes are all ironic and detached and self-referential and 12 layers deep, because truth is completely dead to them and they know it. They look at the president, they look at the culture, they go, what the hell is this? They look at Coca-Cola commercials that are winking at them and smiling, and they go forget it, So I have no idea what's going to happen.
This is a powerful video, and you may be wondering to yourself, hey, Dan, what does this have to do with money and every topic you ever talk about? Now, culture is going to drive so much of our perceptions, and our perceptions are going to impact the way that we engage with money in our lives. And just like our relationships, just like our careers, and just like our personal health. So when I look at a video like this, and I see, it's Bo Burnham talking, and he's unpacking how an entire generation has this a sort of built-in pessimistic view of the culture and what the culture is both feeding and into their psyche, and also how they're responding to it. It's basically a whole bunch of this is dry darkness being fed in, and we just regurgitate memes back out into the system and just rinse repeat. And so if you're someone who maybe you're in your 20s, 30s, maybe you're having a renaissance of self, 60s, 70s, 80s, and you still feel that you're caught in this cycle as well, I think that it's important to really focus on what you're consuming and what kind of information you're taking in and how you're responding to it, because this is going to directly impact how you engage in your life. And it's not hopeless. I see so many people out there. The number one comment and the number one response I get to any content I create is just, well, that, it's like, sounds great, but I'm living paycheck to paycheck and there's no hope. There's no way out. And there's no future for me. There's no hope for my family. We're going to be in debt forever. And that's just not true. That's not the reality that we live in. And the more that we can really fight against that and counterform what society is telling us to do and think and feel and say, the most precious resource that you have in your life is your time and how you spend those seconds. I know that there's huge, massive companies out there that are vying for every second that you have to spare, and how you spend those is going to inform how the rest of your life goes. And so if you find yourself spending all your time constantly scrolling, if you find yourself in a vicious cycle, consume good content that's going to encourage you to get out there and make positive change in your life and the lives of those around you. And so, go ahead and like and subscribe this content. I hope you do. I hope you really enjoy what I'm putting out there into the world. And I hope that you take this information. I hope you do subscribe and you show up tomorrow or next week or next month, when I'm going to still be here creating some of this information and helping you financially. And I want it to spill over to other parts of your life, because how you engage with money is going to be the biggest indicator of how you view yourself in the world and where you see your future. So please do provide a comment of what your challenges are, what questions you have, and I'll address those in future videos.